Um, anytime you get a win is really good. What I wanted to do midway through the game was just keep our focus and intensity. When you get up and you get a big lead, you got a habit to get sloppy, and we're not good enough. We're still in the transitional stages of developing, both individually and collectively. So I wanted to make sure we stayed true with our defensive principles and not just running around like a chicken with our head cut off, and just really take some pride on the defensive end. So we were fortunate enough to do that and come away with a victory.
116 points is the most the Eagles have scored this season and the most since 123 against College of Faith a few years ago. Talk about the offensive performance of the Eagles that time.
I think the real key was just, once we locked in on the defensive end of the floor, we were able to get transition buckets. Basketball is a lot easier when you're rebounding it and outletting it instead of taking it out of bounds. I just wanted the guys to focus and make sure they were had the mindset and the mind frame of getting stops on the defensive end and creating opportunities for themselves.
Defensive side of the floor, Eagles forced 29 turnovers. What was the key to that?
We wanted to get up in the pass lane and take it away. We were awful early, getting backdoored, and we coming home in the first 10 minutes we're cool, and everybody coming out, because this is probably the first crowd. We don't get many home games early on, so it's the first crowd. So now they see the little girl in the stands that they like, and they're trying to play for her instead of North Carolina Central. So we got to sit them on the bench and correct that a little bit and make sure we're playing for NCCU.
7 players scored in double figures for North Carolina Central. Just about everybody that was eligible to get in the game got in, and almost everybody scored. Few people in double figures, and Dominique Reid gets his first double-double of the year, 15 points, 16 boards. Talk about his performance.
It's expected. He's more than capable. What we got to do is get him acclimated and make him a little more mature. The offense is easy. He's coming in trying to force it at times, and then at times when he let it work for him, he looks pretty good. He's trying to rush things at times, but, we talked to him about that, about taking some bad shots, and, he's taking some bad shots with a couple of more teams, and it got us in a hole. So he has the offensive ability. He just got to continue to buy in and trust the system, and great things will happen.
C.J. Wiggins into his junior year, 7 assists today. He's really starting to grow into that point guard role. Talk about his development here at North Carolina Central.
That's expected. It's his third year here in the system, so his junior year, he got to start making some mark. My concern with him is just making sure he guards the basketball and keep the basketball in front of him, because he's the focal point and he's the initiator of our defense.
Eagles go back to a 2-day turnaround to Southeast Missouri State, comes in on Saturday. But before this game, he had a few days off. What was it like being able to finally rest for a little bit before getting ready for this game?
It was great, we've had a hectic road schedule the last 2-3 weeks or whatever it is, 3 games in 6 days or whatever, and that travel, the wear and tear, that's never easy. People have no idea what we go through with planes, trains, and automobiles, and anything else that's a means of transportation. We're on it. We're up at 4:30 in the morning, so it creates a certain mindset and mentality, and we bounce back. So it's always fortunate to get some rest, and we got to prepare for a great basketball team coming in Saturday.
At Southeast Missouri State, saw them on Sunday. They come here on Saturday. How do you feel going into that game?
They're dangerous, and they're OVC schools, so we're playing up another conference level, and, we were fortunate to get the win at their place, and they're going to come in hungry, so we're going to have to be clicking on all cylinders.
I'm proud of how my team played. We came out, played hard, played as a team, and got the W.
The bigs have really been going this year. Rashawn Davis, he's been big. Pablo Rivas, they both got double-doubles earlier this year. Now you get your first, 15 points and 16 rebounds. How does that feel?
It feels great. It's words of practice. We have a lot of depth down low, so a lot of times when we're at practice, we're going at each other, and there's no easy practices, there's no easy games, and we work hard so that when we get into games, we can make it hard on other opponents.
Just about everybody on this Eagle team that was able to check into this game came in, and not everybody scored, but everybody did pull down a rebound at least. 58 today is a team effort. What was it like out there?
Oh, it was great. We practice hard, so we just put it on the floor. No matter what team we play, we try to play 150%, not for us, but for NC Central. Coach tells us all the time there were people before us that worked hard to get us to where we're at, so we play for them, not for ourselves.
The Eagles Eagles score 116 points today. They hold Christendom to 38 points. Talk about the defensive effort today.
The defensive effort was definitely fantastic. We communicated. We were in the correct spots at the correct times, and we came out there with the mindset that, you know, whoever we play, the goal is to destroy them and beat them, you know. We're not taking any prisoners.
North Carolina Central, 62 points in the paint today. Talk about what it's like working with your fellow big men.
Oh, it's great. You know, we're close off the court as a team, and on the court we're enemies. You know what I'm saying? One minute me and Rashawn might be on the same team, or me and Pablo might be on the same team, and we might be going at, you know, Zakari or Rashawn, depending on how the teams are made, and we just go at each other. You know, we try to be like the early 90s New York Knicks or the late 80s, you know, Detroit Pistons. Just try to be mean and tough down there, try to represent our school in a tough way.
We asked Coach about this, about finally getting a rest in between games, that the Eagles just played 3 games in 5 days on their last road trip. What was it like being able to finally rest for a little bit before this game?
Oh, man, it was fantastic getting to lay down and actually get some rest. And we have finals and tests going on, but it's just good to be able to just rest in one place and just relax, watch a little TV, because we've been on the road, you know, and airplanes and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and not getting back to around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been a lot, but, you know, it comes with the game. You know, we love it, so.
Eagles see Southeast Missouri State on Saturday, team you already saw on Sunday. How do you feel going into the next game?
We feel very confident. They got a really good, solid team, but, you know, we also have a very good, solid team. We're coming to work harder and harder and get better and better every game that, you know, approaches.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.